The WNBA is investigating hateful fan comments after the Clark-Reese incident.
The WNBA conveniently failed to provide examples of these violations.
It has escalated into something where now there is an investigation going on because there has been hateful fan comments, supposedly, directed towards Angel Reese.
Controversy has exploded in the WNBA. Angel Reese, star rookie of the Chicago Sky, has accused fans of Caitlin Clark of using racist slurs during a heated matchup. The league immediately launched an investigation, rolling out its new No Space for Hate campaign. But here's the problem. No evidence has surfaced. Not one video, not one credible account despite 17,000 fans inside the arena. So is this a real crisis, or just the WNBA manufacturing another headline?
The thing that worries me the most is how social media and the media are going to run.
To understand why this story matters, we have to go back. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have been locked in one of the most talked about rivalries in women's basketball. It started in college Iowa versus LSU and exploded onto the professional stage. Clark is the new face of the WNBA, drawing massive crowds. Reese, meanwhile, is known for her fiery personality and unapologetic trash talk. Their clashes guarantee ratings and controversy.
It was a direct attack against fans of Caitlin Clark.
During the season opener between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky, rumors began circulating online. A few Twitter posts claimed fans were making racist noises at Angel Reese during free throws. Reese doubled down in interviews, pointing the finger at Caitlin Clark's fans. The WNBA and the Chicago Sky immediately issued statements condemning the alleged racism. But here's the catch. Not a single clip, not a single recording, not a single eyewitness has confirmed it. In an arena packed with smartphones, nothing.
WNBA proudly announced their latest initiative, No Space for Hate, No Space for Hate.
The league rushed to launch its No Space for Hate campaign. On paper, a noble initiative. But critics argue it's a PR stunt designed to capitalize on the Clark-Reese rivalry, not to protect players. Social media lit up, with fans demanding evidence. Journalists covering the game, including veteran Indiana Fever reporters, confirmed they heard nothing inappropriate. Even players from both teams declined to back up the claim. So, why did the WNBA immediately validate it?
Somebody on Twitter said that they were there at the game and they heard that one fan, there were fans making monkey noises at Angel Reese when she was at the free throw line. That's just not true.
This is where the story takes a darker turn. The WNBA has a history of blowing up small controversies into league-wide spectacles. Instead of focusing on performance, the league often leans on outrage. But targeting Clark's fan base, the largest, most loyal audience, keeping the WNBA alive is a dangerous move. Alienating those fans could backfire, especially when Clark is the league's top draw.
This league continues to prove that it's not that, and the media continues to prove that they are not going to cover it as if these are actual athletes playing a sport, because it has escalated into something where now there is an investigation going on because there has been hateful fan comments, supposedly, directed towards Angel Reese, and there were things going on in the arena where now the narrative is back that we heard all last season.
Angel Reese has built her brand on emotion, conflict, and bold statements. That's part of her appeal. But with this controversy, critics say she's crossed into dangerous territory, weaponizing accusations without proof. Reese insists, quote, "If it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone." But the question remains, did it happen at all?
NBA has essentially verified those claims and said that they're launching an investigation. It's not only them who had to put out a statement. The WNBA put out a statement, the Indiana Fever put out a statement, the WNBA PA put out a statement, and the Chicago Sky put out a statement.
This incident has left the league divided. On one side, fans and media demanding accountability and proof. On the other, Reese and the WNBA pushing forward with their narrative. The danger is clear. If fans believe the league is manufacturing drama, they may walk away.
We sure are glad
and in a league already struggling for relevance, that could be devastating.
There was probably 17,000 cell phones inside the arena. You mean to tell me not one Of these 17,000 people recorded the racism that was directed at Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado, not one.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. It's about a league that thrives on controversy instead of competition. The WNBA says there's no space for hate. But when accusations are made without evidence, who's really being protected? Angel Reese has lit the fire, but it's the WNBA that may get burned. The investigation continues, and the league's credibility hangs in the balance.
Indiana is not a safe place to play because the fans there are terrible. They're racist. They scream slurs during the game. And I'm mad about this because what seems to have happened is the WNBA saw things that people were saying on Twitter.
The WNBA is on fire not because of the basketball, but because of accusations that threaten to divide the league. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of clapbacks, has accused Caitlin Clark's fanbase of racist remarks. But here's the problem. So far, there's zero evidence. Tonight, we investigate the truth behind the league's biggest controversy and ask, is the WNBA fueling its own downfall?
Comes up, it was one game, and the WNBA wanted to capitalize on the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark rivalry by putting these two teams up against one another.
It started during a heated matchup between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky. Clark drew her usual massive crowd, thousands of fans packing the arena. After the game, Angel Reese and others hinted that Clark's fans crossed the line with accusations of racism and hate speech.
Investigation of allegations of fan misconduct during our first game of the season. We will do everything in our power to protect Chicago Sky players, and we encourage the league to continue taking meaningful steps to create a safe environment for all WNBA players.
The WNBA wasted no time launching an investigation and releasing a statement. There is no space for hate. Strong words, but oddly vague. No names, no examples, and no evidence provided.
During the game, from what I know and from what I've seen on multiple reports, including Scott Agnes, who is like one of the main reporters for the Pacers and the Indiana Fever, nothing happened during that game. There were no fans that were approached. There were no players who called out certain fans. There weren't other fans.
And this isn't the first time, remember, when Angel Reese accused a Greyhound bus driver of racial remarks? Same pattern, huge headlines, no evidence, no accountability. Yet the league always backs Reese no matter what.
Target of the first investigation was fans of Caitlin Clark.
To some, Angel Reese is an icon, unapologetic, outspoken, unafraid to clap back at haters. To others, she's the WNBA's drama ambassador, constantly fueling controversies that overshadow the game itself.
The vast majority of this audience, they have no loyalty to the WNBA. Their loyalty lies with Caitlin Clark.
On the other side, we have Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom whose fan base has become almost cult-like. They don't just support Clark, they worship her. Some say they care more about Clark than the WNBA itself.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This dump. This turd of turds known as the WNBA. This damn league can't get the hell out of their own way.
But this loyalty makes Clark's fans an easy target. Critics argue they drown out the league, overshadowing other stars, and now they've been smeared with racism claims that no one can prove.
It is not guaranteed to extend to the rest of this putrid league. No one is loyal to the dump. No one cares about the WNBA.
Here's where it gets worse. The mainstream media ran with the story, not fact-checking, not demanding evidence, just amplifying outrage. Accusations of racism got more coverage than the game itself.
None of it ever seemed to work. Within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, my wife's pain was gone. I'm telling you, it's damn near magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time.
Behind the drama lies a bigger issue: survival. The WNBA is already struggling with low viewership and dependence on NBA funding. Now, by alienating fans and fueling identity politics, the league risks pushing away the very audience it desperately needs.
The thing that frustrates me the most is, yes, I'm with the WNBA. I don't want there to be hate. either. But we have to let fans be fans. You have to be able to boo the opponent.
So, what's the truth? Did Caitlin Clark's fans really cross the line, or is Angel Reese weaponizing outrage to keep control of the narrative? Until evidence surfaces, we're left with more questions than answers.
Then I quickly realized that Angel Reese is immune to criticism from the WNBA front office because she's an innocent victim who's being oppressed by white men and women, and in some extreme cases, white they and them.
Chaos has exploded in the WNBA after Chicago Sky star Angel Reese accused Caitlin Clark's fans of racism. But here's the shocking part: despite an ongoing investigation, no one has been able to find a single piece of proof. Tonight, we break down how a heated rivalry between two players turned into a league-wide controversy that could change the WNBA forever.
Things like Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado refusing to come out and respect the national anthem, that's no bueno.
It all started during the Indiana Fever's showdown with the Chicago Sky. Caitlin Clark lit up the court, scoring big and drawing one of the loudest crowds of the season. But while fans were celebrating Clark's performance, Angel Reese was clearly frustrated, missing shots, jawing at the refs, and walking off the floor with her head down. That's when the story started to twist.
But Uncle KC, maybe it wasn't racism. The WNBA Players Association claimed that Angel Reese was dealing with hatred. There's no space for hate. There's no space for hate.
After the game, reports surfaced that Angel Reese and her supporters believed racist remarks were being shouted at her from the stands, and that many of those fans were part of Caitlin Clark's massive following. The accusations sent shockwaves through the league. Social media lit up instantly with hashtags trending nationwide, debates raging, and fans demanding answers.
I just think that she's elevating the profile of women's sports in a way that most women should deeply.
But here's the problem: despite cell phones recording every second of Caitlin Clark's games, not a single video has surfaced to back up Angel Reese's claims. No audio, no fan complaints, nothing. And when you consider that every Fever game is broadcast live to millions, the silence is deafening. The question becomes, did this really happen, or is this another attempt to fuel a rivalry?
Said, we are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct during yesterday's game, and we are working closely with the WNBA to complete their investigation. We stand firm in our commitment to providing a safe environment for all WNBA players.
The WNBA quickly stepped in, announcing an official investigation into the alleged racist remarks. Their statement was vague, offering no details, no timeline, and no examples of what was supposedly said. Instead, the league pushed a familiar slogan: no space for hate. But many fans weren't buying it. Was this a genuine investigation?